All right, guys, welcome. Get into my little space here. Just a reminder that I'm very grateful that you're here. We're grateful that you're connecting with us here at Black Swan. Knowing that the classes are free, that we're streaming online, but if you feel led to donate, the money is helping to support the teachers here at Black Swan. So please, any little bit helps. There's a link below the video. I think that's it. Remembering that just like if you were in class, use your props. If you don't have blocks at home, knowing that you can use a small stack of books. You can use pillows if you find yourself wanting to practice your crow as you shoot back into chaturanga. And in case you're not amazing at it yet, in case the fall is there, it is lovely against the pillows. So stop if you need to take a break. Drink water whenever you feel led to. Same thing if you were here in class, knowing practice is yours. If you want to go further than what I've cued, that option is always there. And again, if you need to modify using something around the house, or maybe just grabbing a shin instead, maybe all the way down onto the mat. I think that's it. Again, even if you're at home with your partner, if you're alone, you're not here to impress anyone, knowing that your body might feel different than it did earlier today or tomorrow. It'll be different when you practice too. So listen to your body, listen to the cues that it's giving you, be okay with wherever you're at. And most importantly, just breathe. That is your yoga, is your breath. From there, we make funny shapes with our body afterwards, but please don't worry about what it looks like. All right, let's go ahead and get started. Just to take a moment to settle into our space. Eyes are closed, maybe legs are crossed. If they're not comfortable being crossed, they can be out in front. And really just settling down into your space. Letting go of all other thoughts. Things that are going around in the world. And just find yourself on your mat. Sits bones connect down to the mat, starting to lengthen up through the spine. In these times of craziness, really slowing down, noticing your breath, lifting up the chest and placing it back down with each new inhale and exhale. Roll the shoulders back, opening up through the chest. Softening through the throat, maybe swallowing a couple of times, helping that. Allowing the tongue to fall from the roof of the mouth and trying to keep it that way throughout practice. Soften your face. I'm guilty of crunching my number 11s. Soften around the eyes, between the brows, around the jawline. And finally, letting go of all thoughts of what you figured out practice should look like today. And knowing wherever you are is perfect and where you need to be. You're welcome to keep the eyes closed or gently opening them up. Hands are going to come on top of the knees. Inhale, shoulders up to the ears. Roll them back. Exhale, down, shoulders squeeze. Inhale, lift up. Back and down. 3. 2. 1. Remembering you can place some music on if you prefer, otherwise listening to your breath. Right arm comes out towards the side. Maybe you reach up, engaging more shoulder. Maybe you reach over, feeling in more side body. I like to see how low I can get my forearm down towards the mat while keeping the sits bones down. Taking a moment, inhale, roll the left shoulder back just a little bit. As you exhale, roll the chest down towards the earth. Inhale, lift back up. Exhale, roll down. 3. 2. 1. Navel draws in, sweep the arms up above the head. Left arm comes down, right arm reaches over. Maybe you start with reaching the shoulder up. Again, maybe you try to see how low you can get the forearm down, noticing the difference between the right and the left. Inhale, roll the right shoulder back. Exhale, torso towards the earth. Inhale. And exhale. 3. 2. 1. Navel in, sweep the arms up above the head. Exhale, cactus the arms, shoulder blade squeeze open to the chest. Inhale, reach back up, chin to the sky. Exhale, cactus the arms, chin in towards the chest. 3. 2. 1. Inhale, squeeze, open a little further. Exhale, hands release. Stretching the legs out in front. If you're a little tight and need to keep the knees bent, no worries. Otherwise, both calves are pushing down, feet are flexed, toes point towards you. Inhale, sweep the arms out. Exhale, hinge from the waist and start to fold over, reaching for the front. Inhale, not grabbing anything, gain some length through the spine. Exhale, a little bit lower. Last one, take an inhale. Exhale, fold, hands release. Maybe you start to round the spine, drawing the forehead in. Slowly inhale, roll all the way back up. As you exhale, right knee starts to bend. Sole of the foot comes in towards the right thigh. So basically a seated tree pose, but up in the thigh. Legs stay straight in front, picking up the hips over towards the right. Sweep the arms up as you inhale. Exhale, hinge from the waist, folding over the straightened right leg. Calf pushes down, foot's flexed. Pushing the left knee down towards the earth, full body engagement here. Inhale, sweep the arms back above the head. Right hand to the left knee, left arm is behind you. Inhale, gain some length. Exhale, twist and look back. Right leg stays engaged, calf is pushing down, foot's flexed. Pull the right shoulder firmly here. Modified gait latch, lifting onto the right knee or left knee. Right arm, right leg straight, reaching up. Looking down, making sure the shoulder tracks on top of the wrist. Hips push forward, open through the chest. Maybe you drop the head back, opening through the throat. One more inhale. Exhale, slowly lowering all the way down. From here, we'll switch. Right leg comes in, the left one reaches out. This time picking up the hips over towards the left. Navel draws in, arms lift up, take an inhale. Exhale, hinge from the waist, hinging over the straightened left leg. Forehead comes in, calf pushes down, foot is flexed, and we're also pulling the right knee down if we can, a little bit closer towards the earth. Inhale, sweep the arms back above the head. Left hand to the right knee, right arm is behind you. Inhale, gain some length. Exhale, twist, look back. Again, left leg is engaged, calf pushes down, foot's flexed. Pull the left shoulder from the ear, try to look over the right if you can. Modify gate ledge, lifting onto the right knee this time. Left leg, left arm straight, reaching forward, picking up the hips, opening through the throat. One more inhale. Exhale, slowly lowering all the way down. Straightening out both legs, and then swinging them over towards the side, finding our tabletop posture. Shoulders stack above the wrists, hips above the knees, take some movement. Then we're going to come back to our center, fingertips point out, east and west. Weight is into the fingertips, and we're going to start shifting a little bit, waking up our shoulders, moving into our forearms and our wrists. Keep turning, so now fingertips are pointing towards the knees, fingers spread out wide. Maybe this is enough in the wrist for you today, and that's okay. If you want to go further, bend the elbows. Further yet, tuck the toes, start to bring the glutes a little closer towards the heels. Again, the option to move around is always there. Come back to center, fingertips point back, forward. Right leg reaches out back behind you, square the hips. Pushing up and out of both of the shoulders, weight into the right fingertips, left arm reaches forward. You can stay here if you want to go further, maybe bending the right knee, grab the foot, kick the foot into the hand. Breathe. If you grab the foot, releasing, both arm and leg are straight, take an inhale. Exhale, crunch right in. Inhale, straight. Exhale, crunch. Last one. Inhale, reach it out. Exhale, release. Any movement you need. Remember that you can move around in the hips, you can move into the shoulders. Same thing for the other side. Left leg reaches back behind you, square the hips, draw the navel in. Right arm reaches forward. Stay here. Maybe you grab the left foot, kicking the foot into the hand, making sure the left shoulder is above the wrist. If you grab the foot, reaching back, everything straight, take an inhale. Exhale, crunch. Inhale, crunch. Last one, and crunch. Inhale, reach out. Exhale, release, taking any movement you need. Never rush, but when you're ready, tuck the toes, hips push back, downward facing dog. Making sure you're placing weight into your fingertips. Don't dump into the wrist. Shoulders come out of the ears. Take some movement if you need. Pedal out the feet. Your gaze is at the shins, maybe the belly. Looking forward, we're going to step the feet about a foot forward, and then the feet come to the outside of the mat. So a short, wide, downward facing dog. Left hand's going to grab for the right ankle, maybe the shin, and twist and look up. Pull the left shoulder away from the ear. Maybe you start to walk the right fingertips out and feeling that and engaging more right shoulder. Maybe you see the armpit, maybe you extend so far you see the ceiling. Inhale. Exhale, hand releases. Right hand grabs for the left ankle or shin, twist and look up. Again, you can walk the fingertips out. Maybe you twist a little further and see the ceiling. Inhale. Exhale, hand releases. Walking the feet behind the hand for ragdoll. Feet stay shoulder width apart. You're welcome to keep the hands on the mat. Maybe you clasp opposite elbows. You can shake the head, yes or no. Maybe you bend the knees as you sway side to side. Placing weight into the toes, not just the heels, trying to keep the hips aligned above the ankles. One more inhale. Exhale, hands release. Inhale, half lift, flat back, shoulders squeeze. Exhale, lower down, release as you fold. Again, inhale, half lift. Exhale, fold. Last one, inhale, hands lift. Exhale, fold. Root into the feet, bend the knees, slowly roll up one vertebrae at a time. Chin into the chest, head is the last thing to rise. Eyes are closed, bring the hands into the heart. Set an intention for your practice. What is it that brought you on your mat today? Is it something that you're trying to achieve internally or maybe off of your mat? Maybe it's a mantra that you repeat to yourself. Whatever it is, to seal it in, take 3 deep inhales and exhales to your own breath. On your fourth breath, we're returning to Ujjayi if you left it. Remember, your Ujjayi is deep inhale through the nose. Exhale, back out through the nose. All right, starting at the top of your mat. Few sun A's, few sun B's, getting us moving around. Big toes come to touch, heels are slightly apart. Shoulders roll down the spine, palms squeeze forward. Deep inhale, arms sweep up, gazes up. Exhale, fold, swan dive all the way down. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, hands to the mat, feet step back, slowly lowering all the way down onto the belly. Elbows stay close to the body. Hands are close towards the body, elbows are close to the body. Inhale, low cobra, lift the heart forward. Exhale, lower down. Again, inhale, low cobra. Shoulders away from the ears. Exhale, lower down. Last one, making sure the tops of the feet are pushing into the mat. Inhale, low cobra. Maybe lift the hands. Exhale, lower down. Inhale, high plank. Maybe you're on your knees and then you lift up. And then downward facing dog. Again, any movement that you need here, pedal out the feet, stack the hips. Maybe you draw some circles. Look to the top of your space. Step or hop forward to a half lift. Exhale, full, draw it in. Inhale, arms sweep up, gaze up. Exhale, fold. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, hands to the mat, feet step back, chaturanga, elbows kiss the ribs. Maybe you're on your knees, that's okay. Inhale, upward facing or low cobra. Exhale, downward facing dog, push the hips back. Look to the top of your space, step or hop forward, half lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, arms sweep up, gaze up. Exhale, fold, last egg. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, chaturanga, maybe you jump back. Inhale, upward facing, lengthen the neck. Exhale, downward facing dog. Remember, making practice yours. Maybe you start to find yourself going to crow, trying to shoot back chaturanga. Maybe you're practicing handstands and lowering down. Make practice yours even at home. This is the time to be brave. You can be brave in class too, but sometimes being alone allows us to give that space to try something harder and different. Look to the top of your space, step, hop, float forward, half lift. Fold. Inhale, arms sweep up, palms touch above the head. Exhale, hands to the heart, elbows to the side, harness the energy your body creates. All right, mountain pose, starting sun B. Inhale, chair pose, sink down. Exhale, fold, whole breath. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, hands to the mat, chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing. Downward facing dog. Inhale the right leg up. Warrior one, step it through. Left heel all the way down as you inhale. Exhale, hands to the mat, chaturanga. Maybe you float the right leg. Inhale, upward facing. Downward facing dog. Same thing for the left side. Inhale, left leg up. Warrior one, step it through. Hips are squared as you inhale. Exhale, hands to the mat, chaturanga. You can lower the opposite knee down and still float the leg if that feels good to you. Inhale, upward facing. Exhale, downward facing dog. Look to the top of your space. Step or hop forward, half lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, chair pose, sink down. Exhale, mountain, hands alongside you. Breath to movement, inhale, chair. Exhale, fold. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing. Downward facing dog. Step straight into warrior one as you inhale, lift up. Exhale, hands to the mat, chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing. Downward facing dog. Same thing, left side. Step straight into warrior one. Inhale. Exhale, hands to the mat, chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing. Downward facing dog. If you start to create too much heat in the body, inhale through the nose. Exhale, side out. Open mouth sighs allow you to release heat. You can do that as many times as often as you need. Look to the top of your space. Step, hop, float forward, half lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, chair pose, sink down. Exhale, mountain. All right, moving into our practice, I'm gonna turn towards this way for just a moment. We're gonna still stay at the top of our mat. So in chair, we're hovering our toes together. If that's not comfortable, no worries. All right, just so you can see me from the front, we're gonna start out. Inhale here, cactus the arms, open the chest. As we exhale, start to bring the hands and the elbows in towards each other. Inhale, open up. Exhale, squeeze it in. Keep it active. We're not just moving, we're actually moving and using our muscles here. All right, inhale, 3, 2, 1. Inhale, hands to the heart. Exhale, sit down a little lower. One more inhale. Exhale, fold, hinge from the waist, use the whole breath. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, high plank, hands to the mat, feet step back. This one will hold. Again, you can always come down to your knees. We're still pushing up and out of the shoulders. Shoulders are on top of the wrists, navel draws in, breathe. Inhale, push up and out. Exhale, downward facing dog. Big toes come to touch. Inhale the right leg up. Exhale, knee to the nose, draw it in. Inhale, lift it up. Exhale, crunch. We're moving into a plank pose, round the spine, knee comes in. One more, shift it back. Exhale, crescent lunge, right foot in between the hands. Slowly find your bearings, legs squeeze in towards each other, find your balance. When you feel good, then lift up the arms, shoulders from the ears. Back leg is straight behind you. Toes are on the mat, heels lifted up. Inhale, reach a little higher. Exhale, back to our cactus, left knee starts to hover. Inhale, lift back up. Exhale, lower down. 3, 2, 1. Inhale, crescent lunge. Exhale, warrior 2. All right, so we have a tendency to stick our butt out. We want to roll our hips forward, roll our pelvic bowl forward. So our shoulders are on top of our hips. Beautiful bend into the right knee, gazing past the right fingertips. Adding some dynamic movement. Inhale, right leg straight, arms are up, gaze up. Exhale, warrior 2. Inhale, up. Exhale, lower down. 3, 2, 1. Inhale right here. Exhale, half moon. Slowly bring the right hand in front of the right foot. If you have a block or a prop, you can use that. Lift up the left leg, now square the hips. Now a lot of our hips are probably not very happy with us at the moment, so please don't push it. We're trying to stack the left hip on top of the right, flexing the left foot, keep it active. Hand can stay on the mat, maybe it goes up towards the hip, maybe it goes towards the sky. Feeling extra frisky today, maybe you mess around with lifting up the right hand, bringing it closer towards the foot. Maybe it starts to float, maybe it comes into the heart. Maybe it's just for a moment and that's okay too. 2 more breaths, whatever you need from this posture. Maybe you try to bring the gaze up. Gently about where I fall, not joking when I say that. 1 more inhale. Exhale, warrior 2, slowly bringing you back down. All right, if you've been to my class before, you know we love to do, well, I love to do core. This time I'm actually doing with you left hand releases, right hand behind the head. You can stay here, you can grab a towel, you can grab a belt if the hands don't interlace and you're interested in doing that. If they do, awesome. We're gonna inhale, open up. As we exhale, crunch. We're keeping the upper body straight, leaning over. Maybe we don't get close to the knee, that's okay. Inhale, lift back up, open the side body. Exhale, crunch, shot in. 3, 2, 1. Inhale, warrior 2. Exhale, reverse it. Keeping the beautiful bend in the right knee. Right arm is reaching for the back. Maybe you drop the head back. 1 more inhale. Exhale, hands to the mat, chaturanga. Again, an option to float the leg. Maybe you drop the opposite elbow, stay in. Inhale, upward facing. Exhale, downward facing dog. Look to the top of your space. Step, float forward, half lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, chair pose. All right. Here we go. Same thing we did when we did it on the right. Inhale, open. Exhale, palms and elbows come in towards each other. Inhale, open up. Exhale, squeeze it in. 3, 2, 1. Inhale, hands to the heart. Exhale, sink a little lower. 1 more inhale. Exhale, fold, hinge from the waist, use your whole breath. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, high plank. Moving into a forearm plank. Palms are pushing into the mat, shoulder width apart. Navel is drawn in. We're pushing up and out of the shoulders. Breathe. Right knee comes down, lift it up. Left knee comes down, lift it up. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Come back into the palms of the hands, high plank as you inhale. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale the left leg up. Exhale, knee to the nose. Inhale up. Knee to the nose. Last one, inhale. Crescent lunge, step it through. Find your balance, find your strength. Maybe adjusting where the foot is. Legs squeeze in. Always the option to bring the back foot in if it needs to, no worries. Hips are square, shoulders come out of the ears. All right, having some fun. Inhale. Exhale, cactus the arm, right knee starts to hover. Inhale, lift up. Exhale, down. 3, 2, 1. Inhale, crescent lunge. Exhale, warrior 2, open up. Again, you have that option to open up your gate. Roll the pelvic bowl forward, keeping the core strong. My backhand always has a mind of its own, trying to go in its own universe. Shoulders come out of the ears. This time, right hand releases, left hand behind the head. Interlace them or not, no worries. Inhale, side body. Exhale, crunch dot in. Inhale, lift up. Exhale, crunch. 3. 2. 1. Inhale, warrior 2. Exhale, half moon. Again, left hand in front of the left foot. Maybe use a block. Maybe you have something else at home. Right hip stacks on top of the left. Flex the foot. All right. Right hand can stay on the mat. Maybe it makes its way up to the hip. Maybe it doesn't. That's okay. Again, we're not taking ourselves too seriously. We're just practicing. That's how we get stronger. Figuring out what feels good today might be different than it is tomorrow. 2 more breaths. This side's gonna be a pain, no worries. Last inhale. Slowly drop it back, warrior 2. Find your footing. Take 1 inhale here. Exhale, reverse it. Left arm reaches back behind you. Right arm grabs to the left hip. Maybe you drop the head back, opening up to the floor, a little extra. 1 more inhale. Exhale, hands to the mat. Left foot steps back, high plank. From here, slowly drawing the knees down, tabletop posture. Runner's lunge, right foot in between the hands. I like to slide my left knee back, giving me more room in my gait. Pull the left hip down the whole time. Right knee stacks on top of the ankle. And breathe. Half split, starting to straighten the right leg. Hands start to walk back. Have a tendency to shift our hips over towards the left in this position. We want to make sure they stay straight here. Foot is flexed. All right, take an inhale, lengthen through the spine. Exhale, hinge from the waist, getting a little bit closer towards the legs. We're trying not to round in. Again, take an inhale, gain some length. Maybe it's just a millimeter. Exhale, a little bit lower down. Take your last inhale right here. And exhale, come in towards the shin. Breathe. Inhale, slowly bend back into the knee. Exhale, lizard lunge, right foot outside of the right hand. You're welcome to stay in the palms of the hands. Maybe you come down onto the forearms. If you do, making sure you're pushing up and out of your shoulder joints. If your goal today was to open up the hip, right hand pushes into the knee, feeling that right hip open up. If you want to bend the knee, maybe you grab for the foot, maybe you can't reach and that's okay, we're just making an effort. If you can, maybe you see how close you can bring it in towards the glute. You can roll the right shoulder back, going a little further. Slowly coming back into the palms of the hands. Tuck the left toes with the left knee, right one floats back into your plank pose. Knees drop. Runner's lunge, other side, left foot in between the hands. Right knee slides back, giving you more room. Hip pulls down, shoulders roll back, pull the heart forward. Half split, starting to straighten the left leg, toes lift up, keeping the hips in one line. Hands are wherever they feel good. Take an inhale, gain some length. Exhale, hinge from the waist. Same thing, take an inhale. Exhale, lower down. Last one. Slowly bending back into the left knee, inhale. Lizard lunge, other side, left foot outside of the left hand. Pull the right hip down, stay in the palms. Maybe you come down into the forearms. Maybe you open up the hip. Maybe you grab for the back foot. Breathe. Coming back into the palms of the hands, right toes tucked under, right knee lifts. Left one floats back, find your plank pose. Hips push back, downward facing dog. Looking to the top of your space, step or hop forward to a seat, seeing if I can do this and not kill my phone. All right, legs come out in front. Sits bones connect to the mat, sweep the arms up, take an inhale. Exhale, hinge from the waist as you fold over. Round the spine, draw the forehead in, release the low back. Notice how this one feels compared to the one that we did when we started practice. And slowly inhale, roll all the way up. Soles of the feet on the mat, finding our bridge pose. Shoulders squeeze open through the chest, lean back. Legs lift up. This is our high boat. We're going to shift into a low boat, so slowly lowering down, glutes stay on the mat, shoulders and feet stay lifted. Inhale, come up, use your core, not momentum. Exhale, lower down. 3, 2, 1. This one we're going to hold 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Knees into the chest, draw them in close. Rock side to side. Feet come shoulder width apart, close towards the glutes, arms come alongside you. Working on a dynamic bridge pose. When we lift up together, not yet, we're going to inhale, lift the hips up, arms reach up above the head, and as you exhale, hips come down, arms back alongside you. Before we start, when we lift up, for some reason, our knees always come apart, pretending you have a block in between your legs or putting something there so that you can squeeze the thighs and knees in towards each other. All right, getting ready, shoulders roll underneath you, feet shoulder width apart. Deep inhale, hips sweep up, arms reach up. Exhale, lower down. Inhale up. Exhale down. 3, 2, 1. All right, knees come in towards the chest, arms wrap around the shins. Lifting up the head, giving yourself a very big hug as you inhale. Exhale, Shavasana, your final resting pose. Take up as much space as you need. Shoulders roll underneath you, keeping the heart and chest open. Relax the jaw. Soften the face. Letting go of your Ujjayi breath and just start to breathe normally. Slowly start to invite some movement back into the body. Noticing sounds around you. Any last bit of movement your body is asking for, feel free to go there. to your favorite side, using your bicep as a pillow. Taking a moment of gratitude for yourself, for your practice. You're welcome to stay right there or pushing up, finding a comfortable seated pose. Hands come in towards the heart, eyes are closed. Taking a moment to allow your practice to sink in. To realize the energy that you created. Noticing how strong you feel now. Hoping you were able to achieve your intention, whatever that was that you set for yourself. Knowing that now, as ever before, we are all in this together. Take care of each other. From my heart to yours. Namaste. Drink lots of water, keeping all those spaces that we opened up open, my friends. Remembering the classes are free, but if you feel led to